What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be talking football, week 1, fantasy football for those who play, but we're most importantly going to crack open a Panini Mega Box Select 2024. I've done some of these. They're really fun. If you guys have the opportunity and you want to drop about 60 bucks to get a box, I would encourage it. It's pretty fun. But let's get going. I'm going to use some scissors here just because I'm too lazy to get a box cutter. And scissors are not too bad. But anyway, I hope for those who played fantasy football this week or just in general, I hope you guys got the dub. Hope you guys got a win. If you were myself, as you can see, I'm a 49ers fan. And, we got the win by a miraculous miracle. I am not, I'm not going to sit here and say we didn't win by possibly God's good graces there. But we also had some major losses. That being said, we had some people go on IR and or probably going to miss 2 to 5 weeks. Brock Purdy, turf toe, left shoulder injury, not ideal. George Kittle, of course, hammy injury, because why not? I swear 49ers are cursed. That being said, he's on IR. He'll miss some time, but at least he got us a touchdown. I drafted Kittle, so kudos to George Kittle. Greatest to do it. Tight end. Who doesn't love him? But anyway, we got our 6 packs here of Panini Select. Let's start cracking them open. And again, hopefully you guys enjoy this. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate it. We're growing. All the support is appreciated. Again, when we open these up, we just want any cool parallels, any refractors. We're not greedy here. Rookie cards would not be the worst ever. Speaking of rookie, JJ McCarthy had himself a good first showing this last week, so kudos to JJ McCarthy. Turned it on in the 4th quarter. For the first few quarters, that was a rough deal, but he got it done. Ran in for a tutty, which was awesome. We got CJ Stroud right here, which is cool. AJ Barner and Jermaine Burton. I believe we already have a Jermaine Burton select certified, and then we got our Tip Raymond. Probably, not pronouncing some of these correct, but for first pack, not the greatest, not the worst. CJ Stroud up against the Rams this last week. That was tough. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Not overly excited for Texans offense. I picked up Woody Marks as a long shot deep sleeper. I don't know if he's going to be a thing. I hope he is. But the Rams defense was just absolutely unbelievable. So if you guys don't have the Rams defense and play fantasy football, if they're out there, I would suggest getting them because they're absolutely stacked. But yeah, a lackluster game. Probably the game that was the worst game I can remember in recent memory anyway. The Colts and the Miami Dolphins. Now, you probably have already heard about this game. I watched the game just to see Tyler Warren, rookie tight end for the Colts. If you don't have him and he's available, definitely pick him up. But I would almost guarantee he's picked up. Basically, top tight end prospect of the 2025 season. But that being said, Miami Dolphins, oh my goodness. Like, look, 49ers are cursed, guys. Let's be honest. 49ers get injured all the time. The fact that 2 guys are already down week 1 is just not what you want to see. But Miami Dolphins, that game was so bad. The offense was so atrocious. It just was awful. My confidence in any of the Miami Dolphins players, again, Devon Achane, had he not had that touchdown, literally garbage time touchdown at the end to save face and get points, it would have been like, 30-0? It was just awful. So, I don't know. I was hyped on Ollie Gordon to be his backup. I thought he would get more looks. Had only 2 looks, 2 or 3. It was just awful. However, the Colts side of things looked pretty dang smooth, like a fully functioning machine. I did pick up, I think it's GD or JD. I think GD, let's see. Was it Gibbons? No, I forget. The backup to, Jonathan Taylor. So I picked him up. Hey, we got a Tyrone Tracy Jr. Oh my God. He didn't really do that much though. The Giants looked also god-awful. This is a rookie card though, which is cool. The Giants, my word, just absolute garbage as well with Russ Wilson. They need to, I'm dying for Jackson Dart to get out. But honestly, you guys know, I don't mind, was it Jameis Winston? get Jameis Winston in there. Let him just throw darts everywhere. He's just so fun to watch, like, just in general. Now, I love Jahmyr Gibbs. Unfortunate week 1, let's be honest. That was tough from a Lions perspective. We got Ed McCaffrey here. If you don't know Ed McCaffrey, that last name should look somewhat familiar. We'll let you put the pieces together. And Lamar Jackson. That game was insane. Lamar versus Josh Allen, primetime game. Holy moly. That was spectacular. Ravens blew it. They should have won that game. But you know what? Josh Allen, major kudos to him. Also, heck of a golfer. If you haven't watched him golf on YouTube, go ahead and do that. But in any event, it was a great game. Probably game of the year already, which is insanity when you think about it. But a lot of takeaways there. Definitely Isaiah Likely, if he's back from injury, or I think he was injured, yeah. He's someone I want to keep an eye out for from a tight end perspective if you're hurting. I already got Harold Fannin Jr. with my a backup because obviously Kittle went out with IR, so I needed a backup. So I got Fannin just because why not? That target share first game that you cannot ignore. Speaking of Josh Allen, love that. I'm sorry, I just can't. And speaking of Isaiah Likely, there you go, right? So that's pretty cool there. Not a number card. This is a premier level. On these cards, you can see on the back there, if it's kind of like just a normal concourse or something a little more special. So there you got the concourse there. Some of them have I think it's like club level, but an Isaiah Likely Premier, we'll take that. Joe Burrow got insanely lucky. We're going to call that one out. They should have lost that game. Browns should have won. I don't understand why all the major players in this game, except Chase Brown, basically had no game. It is insanity. And we already have this card, but we will certainly take another Talanoa Hufanga here. This is a numbered card to 499. So unfortunate that we already have this card, but we will take a second one because why not? And then we got just a stock Jaden Daniels Commander card. This is his rookie. So again, not upset that we have it. That being said, I believe they are playing tonight. Green Bay. Green Bay's defense showed up. Kudos to Green Bay, and their offense wasn't atrocious either. So I think Matthew Golden is the rookie there. That pretty interesting. Jaden Reed. Or was it Jaden or Jalen Reed? I think Jaden Reed. Yeah. I don't know. Earl Campbell. Cool. We got Brett Favre. So we already got some oldies, and this is not my most exciting pack right now just because we already got a Tyrone Tracy Jr. We got a Phillip Rivers here. Caleb Williams rookie card. We'll take it. James Cook did good. Joey Bosa, future Caleb Williams. So we'll take it. Caleb Williams was just throwing the ball so hard, though, in that game of his. Sometimes I wonder, why some of these quarterbacks just absolutely rocket the ball out as much as they do. And sometimes I feel like they put too much zip on it, and they don't necessarily need to. I'm specifically talking about the Cam Ward situation in Tennessee versus Denver. I don't know if you guys saw that game. Cam Ward, I think, had a better game than the numbers suggest. I watched the game. And honestly, Cam Ward had a number of receivers hit him in the hands, drop the ball. The wide receiver, Alec, Io Manor, he had a great call. The coach even called it out after the game. He didn't know about the elbow in allowing for that catch. But, that should have been, a catch anyway that counted and would have padded the stats a little bit. But I'm excited for Tennessee. Again, I don't think Cam Ward played the worst, but, hopefully receivers can catch. I don't know. It was just one of those games. I thought the Broncos were scary. I did not like what I necessarily saw, and I have, who is it? Bo Nix. And Bo Nix, that guy was spooky to watch on some of them. So we got CJ Stroud, David Njoku. We got a turbocharged Jaden Daniels rookie. So we've gotten kind of some repeats here, which isn't the worst, not the best, but hopefully some of these are worth a little something. I feel like overall we're getting some similar names. I mean, this is a cool card, not going to lie, CJ Stroud, but I don't know. It's just, let's see, Tip Ribbon, yeah. Anyway, Sam Darnold, that was unfortunate watching him play off in the 49ers game. I thought he was going to do better. He did not do that great, but, you know, again, hopefully you guys got some good waiver wire pickups. I don't know if you guys are still taking long shots on some of these rookies or if you're, you know, kind of backing off of them. I know a number of the rookie running backs got some play, but not a lot. They had maybe like 3 touches. So the Ollie Gordon situation basically had none. We got the Bears rookie running back. I'm going to butcher this last name, Monanganai. He only had like a catch for 11 yards. He didn't really have much involvement. Woody Marks only had a few carries for the Texans. Didn't really get much. DJ Giddens had some action, but that was because Jonathan Taylor went out because they were destroying the Dolphins. You know, also Jonathan Taylor does have a history of injury, so that is also why I picked up oh my God, Giddens. Can't pronounce the name. But anyway, the reason I bring that up is because ESPN had a great article where, you know, Christian McCaffrey has injury history, so everyone obviously they scooped up Brian Robinson Jr., Isaac Guerrero, right? But I don't understand why they're not having that same urgency with Jonathan Taylor, because Jonathan Taylor has had years of injuries before, and it still appears to be a pretty run-heavy offense, despite them throwing the ball a decent amount as well. But Jonathan Taylor had a good amount of carries week 1, and he had a little bit of a neck situation going on. I don't know if you guys knew that or saw it, but anyway, let me know what teams you guys are excited for just in general. If you guys are overreacting, underreacting to week 1. I personally think there's a lot of overreacting in week 1. It's just we will take a Barry Sanders all day. Speaking of Bo Nix, there we go. And we got a Grover Stewart, Bryce Young. But I think week 1, it's too early to necessarily freak out unless, again, it was just a god-awful team performance like the Dolphins, because that was awful. I usually wait till week 2, week 3 from a fantasy football perspective to see sort of how things go. For example, like Tank Bigsby just got traded to the Eagles, right? Well, in doing that, it opened it up for Tatum, and then it also brought it up for, I think, LaQuint Allen as well. And we don't know where all the pieces are going to fall. You know, did Travis Etienne just have a fluke week 1 where he went off, right? And is that going to be the same week 2, week 3, week 4? That we don't know. I mean, great Etienne had a great run, but we already knew he was going to essentially be RB1 anyway, or at least sharing with Tank Bigsby prior to it. So that being said, I think it's a little early to necessarily say certain players are going to be hot for the rest of the year or not. You know, so I try and temper what happens in week 1, including the waiver wire ads. I still don't, you know, I'm still looking for that week 2, week 3, sort of once the season is underway and we really get a feel for where players are and what teams are doing in the offense, defense, because of OC changes or DC changes or head coach changes, etc., and injuries. You know, we don't know the layout that is really going to happen, because there's still a lot of talk about what running backs are going to be the feature. You know, what's their involvement going to be? What are the rookie wideouts? What is their involvement going to be? Like Isaac Tesla, he had a great catch in the end zone to end the Lions game, and he was dealing with an illness. And now Dan Campbell's coming out saying, hey, his involvement's going to be higher, but he's still competing for targets. So are we going to see more of his involvement or not? I don't know. But Tesla had an insane preseason. So again, this is just to put things in perspective. I don't necessarily agree that people, like I said, should freak out week 1. Give it time, week 2, week 3. Let's see sort of how things go. But I definitely think holding on to some of these rookies till then is not the worst idea, unless you absolutely need a roster spot. But I'm just hoping for a better week of football. I think Dolphins are going to come out, play harder, because they were absolutely embarrassed. So I'm assuming that game's going to be a little more hard fought, but at the same point, it is a division rivalry game. So I believe it is with the Patriots. So that's going to be a little tough matchup, but we're going to see. But in the meantime, you guys let me know how you think we did. I don't think we did terribly in terms of getting rookie cards here. I mean, we got the Bo Nix. Hopefully week 2 is kinder to him than week 1. Barry Sanders is a sick card. So from just an absolute animal standpoint, we'll take it. Chris Jones, again, big name there. He's great. Outside of that, we got some, let's see, we got Jane Daniels, turbocharged, Dak Prescott, you know, nothing special with the normal card there. We got CJ Stroud. Yeah, none of those are kind of like, can get me there. And we got future Caleb Williams, James Cook, okay, Phillip Rivers, don't really care. Brett Favre, older ones, Earl Campbell, older ones. Rookie, got him. Isaiah Likely, might be something to yeah, but I'm excited for Jackson Dart anyway, guys, for the mainly for the future. I don't know if they're going to put him behind that insanely bad O-line for the Giants, but that being said, I am very excited for him. I might legitimately pick him up and just hold him for when it does happen, because from a fantasy perspective, the man can run. His throws are sharp. I mean, there might be something there, mainly because I'm hurting in, like I said, I had, or I don't know if I said, but I got Brock Purdy, and because he's going to be out for 2 to 5 weeks, I don't know what's going to happen. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We will hopefully be able to continue this and pull other football packs while we're talking football and fantasy football. But let me know how your teams did. Hopefully, like I said, you're entering week 2, 1 win up on the rest of the league. Hopefully you guys had some waiver ads. Let me know if you guys had any other waiver ads that you feel are honorable mentions, right? We can get them in the comments and we can talk that out. Likewise, if you guys are in pick'em leagues or whatever, it's just fun talking football now that we're here. So like I said, if you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it. We're growing, and we will catch you on the next video.